Mohammed Yusuf Abdul Aziz, was born in Kuwait in 1990 during the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. Jordanian sources say he was a Palestinian who carried a Jordanian travel document. He was born Mohammed Yusuf Saeed Haj Ali, but his father soon changed his name to Abdul Aziz. U.S. law enforcement officials said he was a naturalized U.S. citizen. Abdul Aziz attended Hickson High School, and his parents were described by friends as just regular people.
But that led to many questions about the shooter and his motive to kill U.S. servicemen in cold blood. The U.S. Attorney for East Tennessee at the time, Bill Killian, was the first to call it an act of domestic terrorism. He explains how fast the response was.
Suddenly, we get a call there had been a shooting and a possible death, multiple deaths at the Navy Training Center. So immediately, from a federal perspective, the FBI takes over.
Former U.S. Attorney Bill Killian remembers the chaos of July 16, 2015, when a gunman opened fire at Chattanooga's Naval Training Center.
Thankfully, many local, state, and federal agencies participated.
The shooter had done his homework. He struck during classroom training when victims were most vulnerable.
They were having classes on things and didn't even have weapons on them in the classroom.
For Killian, that pointed to a planned attack.
I don't know what you do about someone who's willing to take their own life in exchange for several others.
Investigators traced Abdul Aziz's path to radicalization to a trip to the Middle East, where a relative in Jordan indoctrinated him.
We ran down some other associates he had, and there were other factors that I still can't reveal that were concerning, and FBI interviewed them.
The investigation confirmed their worst fears.
It was an act of domestic terrorism, even though probably undoubtedly influenced by Islamic factions in foreign countries.
FBI Terrorism Task Force agent Caleb Yoakley explains how they identify terror attacks.
If you have violence, federal violation, along with the ideology piece, that makes it terrorism.
Their investigation follows a pattern, starting broad, then narrowing to specifics.
We essentially work a case from detection through disruption. And once we detect a threat, that's when we start kind of pretty broad. What group are they in? What's their ideology? And then we funnel it down to the very nitty-gritty, which is what is their specific ideology? When do they plan on carrying out an attack? How are they going to do it? What's their target? And then lastly, the pinpoint is where's our criminal violation?
The FBI's probe into the gunman's history prevented a future attack.
The effect of their very thorough investigation and interviewing these folks and what happened and their surveillance that occurred for some days after this has stopped that. I think they're no longer interested in taking action in that regard.